Back now with our next weather alert coverage is a live look at Pittsburgh, where heavy snow began falling about 4 hours ago. National Weather Service says 2 to 4 inches of snow is possible for a good portion of that region, with areas to the north expected to get up to 5 inches of snow. Meanwhile, folks across the Midwest are waking up to some snowy and dangerous conditions. This is the scene in Kansas City, Missouri. Drivers are dealing with slushy and slick roadways, and forecasters are warning about ice refreezing this morning. While temperatures should allow some snow to melt today, there's also another chance of snow in that region tomorrow. This is what the streets of Chicago look like, covered in snow as drivers brave the icy conditions. You can even see some of the cars with piles of snow on top of them. Chicago has seen some hefty snowfall over the past couple of days.
Coming to you from the Hyundai Virtual Next Weather Sphere, this is Next Weather.
Yesterday, we were reporting that they got 8 inches of snow at O'Hare over the weekend, Kate, which was a record.
Yeah, and then they got a couple more inches yesterday, and another system set to bring a little bit more. So it's been a bit of a messy week for Chicago. Not so much for us. And I don't think we're going to see much in the way of accumulating snow around the city. But if you're north and west of the city, I'm sure my children are watching to see, is it going to snow? Are we going to have a snow day? And the answer to that is probably not if you're close to Philadelphia. But the farther north and west you go, because this is starting to come down right at a very busy time on the roads as school buses get ready to go pick the kids up. And we are starting to see the first flakes and first raindrops fall now. There may be a few delays. Finally, in the Poconos, you can see just barely the snow is coming down, and that is nature-made snow. We had man-made snow makers at the ski resorts all night. Now Mother Nature providing some snow of her own. In Philadelphia right now, there's really not a ton going on. I did just pop out to the sky deck, just a little bit of light rain and drizzle in Center City right now. Nothing much to write home about, and it looks like that's what they're seeing in South Philly as well. At the airport, they're reporting light snow mix. 36 degrees, feels like 30 thanks to a chilly east wind at about 8 miles an hour. But you can see there's a lot more of this storm to get through. It is just starting in our region. Precipitation breaking out. It's light at first because the air is dry. We had dew points in the 20s. It's tough to really get the atmosphere to moisten up that quickly for precipitation to even reach the ground. That's why you sometimes see a lot of evaporation on the front end, the leading edge, let's say, of a storm system. But you can see where the darker colors are. That's where the heavier precipitation is coming down now, and it's all off to our west. So we've got this band of heavy snow mixing with sleet over the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. Further south down toward D.C., we've got this band of heavy rain, and all of this is headed our way. But we are pulling some warmer air into this system as well, because the arrival time is a little bit later. If this would have gotten in at 3, 4 in the morning, we could have started out with a decent thump of snow in the city. I think we may see a light mix of snow, rain, freezing rain in Philadelphia, but very quickly that rain-snow line is going to shift north of I-95. The areas that I'm watching closely would be, let's say, northern Chester County, right around my hometown of Phoenixville, up towards Pottstown, right into northern Montgomery County, up near the Lansdale area, Quakertown area here in Upper Bucks, and then up into the Lehigh Valley. This is a spot that could get into this band of some steady snow, and even if it only snows for an hour, could see some accumulations, maybe a slushy inch or so. We're starting to see some light snow break out in the Poconos, but that will get heavier as the day goes on. So winter weather advisories, basically those areas I just mentioned, from the Turnpike, 76 interchange there on north through the Poconos. That's where winter weather advisories are in effect. Taking you through the next hour or so, you can see around the city there's still that potential mixing. Now, I don't think we're going to see any accumulation in Philly, but we will see some flakes and some sleet pellets mixed with the rain. North and west here, take a look at these dark blue areas from Lancaster up toward Reading and Allentown. That is a brief period of heavy snow and could accumulate an inch or two right through about 9:30 before we start to see that warmer air make that progression further to the north. So at 10 a.m. we've got snow coming down in the Poconos, snow coming down in Allentown, and maybe even in those far northwest suburbs. Heavy rain from Philadelphia on south into South Jersey and Delaware, and watch that rain snow line continuing to shift northward as we head toward noon. By about 3 o'clock, most of this is out of here, so it's not actively raining or snowing for the evening commute, but you will be dealing with some residual impacts, some wet roads, road spray, puddles, ponding, the whole nine. What are we talking about as far as snow is concerned? The Poconos seeing the most, 3 to 6 inches, 2 to 4 though for the Lehigh Valley, and we could see an inch or two in those far northern parts of Montgomery, Bucks, and Chester counties that I just mentioned. Could be a slushy inch, 2 inches possibly, before the rain kind of comes in and compacts it and washes it away. Possibly even an inch in the nearby suburbs, but all rain for South Jersey and Delaware. After today, we've got a couple of quiet but chilly days before another blast of cold arrives Friday, and we could even have a few snow showers Friday night into the start of the weekend.